Good morning and welcome to our next step of voice. Today we will start with passive construction with verbs having double objects. If an active sentence contains both an direct or indirect object, the sentence can be made passive using either indirect object or direct object. Indirect object can be used as the subject of the passive, or the direct object can be used as the object of passive. So, if an active sentence contains both an indirect object and a direct object, the sentence can be made passive using either objects. Indirect object can be used as the subject of the passive, or the direct object can be used as the object of the passive. When there are two objects in an active sentence, there are possible active sentences and two passive sentences. So, when there are two objects, direct or indirect objects, in active sentence, there are two possible active sentences and two possible passive sentences. So, direct object or non-living objects, you can say indirect or living objects. So, some verbs have double objects, direct object or indirect object. Direct object, non-living objects; indirect object, living objects. For a verb with two objects, make any object as the subject. The rule: structure, subject plus verb to be plus indirect object plus direct object. So, passive form: indirect object plus verb to be that mentioned plus past participle plus direct object plus by plus subject. Second, subject plus verb to be plus direct object plus indirect object. Direct object plus verb to be plus past participle plus for or to plus indirect object plus by plus subject. So here are some sentences. So, direct object. Here, this direct object and indirect object. So, let us move to the sentences. My uncle gave me a gift. I was given a gift by my uncle. The teacher gave the students the books. The students were given the books by the teacher. Similarly here, my uncle gave me a gift. A gift was given to me by my uncle. The books were given to the students by the teacher. Passive form of the active voice: the teacher gave the students the books. So, subject plus verb to be plus indirect object or direct object. Subject plus verb to be plus direct object or indirect object. To change these two type sentences in passive form, my uncle gave me a gift. I was given a gift by my uncle. A gift was given to me by my uncle. The teacher gave the students the books. The students were given the books by the teacher. The books were given to the students by the teacher. We offered him tea. We offered him tea. So, let us change this active voice to passive in two forms. First, tea was offered to him by us. He was offered tea by us. So, these are the rules related to the verbs having double objects. Some verbs have double objects, direct or indirect objects. For this, we can use indirect object can be used as a subject of the passive, or the direct object can be used as the object of passive. So, move to next step. Our next step is subject plus complement. Complement. Complement is a word or phrase which provides additional information about subject or object. Complement is a word or phrase which provides additional information about subject or object. When object plus complement is present in active voice, object and complement is present in active voice, then we use object only as subject and complement remains at its place. When object or complement is present in active voice, then we use object only as subject and complement remains at its place. Or we can say, after some verbs, the direct object can be followed by an object complement, a noun or adjective complement which describes or classify the objects. Noun or adjective which describes or classifies the object. So after some verbs, the direct object can be followed by an object complement, a noun or adjective which describes or classifies the object. Let us move to its example or rules. First, subject plus verb to be plus object plus complement. In active voice, subject plus verb to be plus object plus complement. Passive form, object plus verb to be plus past participle plus complement plus by plus subject. We can omit subject in some sentences or circumstances also. So, subject, they, verb to be elected, him, object, and him, their president. So, object complement. They elected him their president. He was elected their president, or he was elected their president by them. The other children called her stupid. She was called stupid by the other children. The boys called him hero. He was called hero by the boys. So, for a verb, or when we have object plus complement after the verb, then it may be noun or adjective or complement which describe or classify the object. The example, they elected him their president. The other children replied her, called her stupid. The boys called him hero. So, the passive form of these sentences, first, they elected him their president. He was elected their president, or he was elected their president by them. They elected him their president. He was elected their president by them. The other children called her stupid. He was called stupid by the other children. The boys called him hero. He was called hero by the boys. So, some examples like, my reply made my father angry. So here, adjective complement is angry, and the teacher considered the boys very bright. This is also object, very bright object complement. They elected him their president. Here, the noun their president acts as subject complement. So, complement is a word or phrase which provides additional information about subject or object. Our next step is with preposition at, with, to, in or for. In active voice, sometimes. In passive voice, you would have to use at, with, to, in instead of by, according to the expression of the active sentences. So, for a verb with preposition, coming after it, regard the preposition as a part of the verb. And sometimes in passive voice, we would have to use these prepositions instead of by, according to the expression of the active sentence. So let us move to the examples. He laughs at me. I am laughed at by him. So we can use with or without prepositions. Here, laughs at, laughed at. I sent for the doctor. The doctor was sent for by me. His success astonished us. We were astonished at his success. Everybody knows Gandhiji. Gandhiji is known to everybody. Your work satisfies the teachers. The teachers are satisfied with your work. So, some sentences with or without prepositions in active voice are, he laughs at me, I sent for the doctor. His success astonished us. Everybody knows Gandhiji. Your work satisfied the teacher. So sometimes in active voice we find the expression of this one. Some prepositions here. He laughs at me. I am laughed at by him. I sent for the doctor. The doctor was sent for by me. His success astonished us. We were astonished at his success. Everybody knows Gandhiji. Gandhiji is known to everybody. Your work satisfies the teacher. The teachers are satisfied with your work. Our next step is imperative sentences. So, imperative sentences. Imperative sentences for this. Here some imperative sentences are mentioned and we will use let in passive voice. So for these passive voice, active voice, verb plus object, and passive form let plus object plus be plus verb's third form, or object plus should, next object plus should be plus verb's third form. Two forms. First let, the object, be and verb's third form. Second, the object, should be and verb's third form. So for imperative sentences we will make these imperative sentences of active voice in passive with these two rules. Open the windows. Let the windows be opened. The windows should be opened. Obey your parents. Let your parents be obeyed. Your parents should be obeyed. So, two rules for imperative sentences. Inactive verb plus object. Passive let plus object plus be plus verb's third form. Second, object plus should be plus verb. So, open the windows. Let the windows be opened. The windows should be opened. Obey your parents. Let your parents be obeyed. Your parents should be obeyed. Do not kill a bird. Let a bird be not killed. A bird should not be killed. Never tell a lie. Let a lie be never told. A lie should never be told. Post this letter. Let this letter be posted. This letter should be posted. So, for imperative sentences, we will use let plus object plus be plus verb's third form, or object plus should be plus verb's third form in passive form. So, second step of imperative sentences. Sometimes in active voice we find the expression of order, request and advice. So, imperative sentences with advice, request or order. So, sometimes in active voice we find the expressions of order, request and advice. For that we use, for request we use you are requested. For advice sentences, you are advised. For order, you are ordered. So, for passive form, in imperative sentences with expression of order, request and advice. Please allow me to go. You are requested to allow me to go. Avoid bad company. You are advised to avoid bad company. Get out from the class. You are ordered to get out from the class. So, here are some sentences with expressions of order, request and advice. Please allow me to go. Passive form, you are requested to allow me to go. Active voice, avoid bad company. Passive voice, you are advised to avoid bad company. Active voice, get out from the class. Passive voice, you are ordered to get out from the class. Imperative sentences that starts from let. So, our next rule is sentences in active voice with let. The rule let plus subject plus verb to be, verb first form here, plus object. So, let plus subject plus verb plus object. And passive form, let object plus be plus verb's third form plus by plus subject. So, let him teach the students. Let, subject is him, verb is teach, object the students. Passive voice, let the students is object, be, verb's form, third form, taught, plus by, plus subject is me. So, let him teach the students, let the students be taught by him. Taught by him. Let them sing this song. Let this song be sung by them. Let them sing this song. Let this song be sung by them. Let her open the windows. Let the windows be opened by her. So, here are some sentences related to the imperative sentences that start from let. Let him teach the students. Let them sing this song. Let her open the windows. And for passive form of these sentences, first let him teach the student. Let the students be taught by him. Let them sing this song. Let this song be sung by them. Let her open the windows. Let the window be opened by her. So, our next step in this section related to passive construction. Passive voice without agent. The agent is the person or thing that performs action and is the subject of the active sentence. The agent is the person or thing that performs the action and is the subject of active sentence. In passive sentence, the agent is not mentioned. They can be indicated if needed by a prepositional phrase beginning with by. Agent can be indicated if needed by a prepositional phrase beginning with by. So, when we don't know who the doer of the action was, we use someone or somebody in the actions, in the active sentences. We leave out these words in the passive voice. We also omit the agent when we know who performed the action. When we know who performed the action, in this case, it is not necessary to be mentioned who made the action that is described in the sentence. Listen, we also omit the agent when we know who performed the action. In this case, it is not necessary to be mentioned who made the action that is described in the sentence. Or three main rules to omit the agent. Number one, when the agent is unimportant, when it is obvious, when it is unknown. So, passive voice without agent, we can omit agent in three cases. When the agent is unimportant, example, the house can be visited between 10 and 12. When it is obvious, the murderer has been arrested. When it is unknown, flats are sold. So, when the emphasis is on the action and not on the people who perform them, then agent is omitted. And the agents are one, someone, nobody, police, judge, people, etc. Or sometimes they can be indicated if needed. So, let us move to the examples. Someone stole the watch. The watch was stolen. Someone stole the watch. The watch was stolen. Nobody has stolen the watch. The watch has not been stolen, or the watch has not been stolen by anybody. Policeman arrested the thief. The thief was arrested. Nobody can solve this problem. This problem cannot be solved. This problem cannot be solved. One must do one's duty. Duty must be done. The police have arrested the murderer. The murderer has been arrested. So, here are some rules to omit the agent, and the agents are also mentioned here, and some examples are given here. So, sometime in active voice we find some agents or persons that perform the action and is the subject of active sentence. In passive sentence, the agent is not mentioned, or they can be indicated if needed only by a prepositional phrase beginning with by. So, let us move to our next exercise, that is related to WH question. So, for WH question, the word WH word does not change their position. The WH words cannot change their position after beginning of the sentence when it is changed from active to passive. Listen, WH words do not change their position at the beginning or the sentence when the active voice is changed into the passive voice. Where can I find work? Question mark. Where can work be found by me? Where is remain here. Same position in active and passive voice. So rule, WH word plus helping verb plus subject plus verb according to the tense plus object plus question mark. WH word plus helping verb plus object, verb's third form, rest of the sentence plus question mark. So, for active voice, we use WH word plus helping verb plus subject plus verb plus object plus question mark. In passive voice, WH word plus helping verb plus object plus verb third form plus rest of the sentence and question mark. Let us move to first sentence. Where can I find the work? Question mark. Where can work be found by me? Question mark. When will you return the book? Question mark. When will the book be returned by you? Question mark. Why do you abuse him? Question mark. Why is he abused by you? Question mark. How is Rita solving the sum? Question mark. How is the sum being solved by Rita? Question mark. So here are some sentences related to the WH word in active and their active to passive voice is given here with the rules. Our next is WH word who and whom plus verb plus object plus rest of the sentence and question mark. And for changing this who, we will use two steps or two rules. First, by whom. In place of, we will mention by whom plus helping verb plus object plus verb's third form, rest of the sentence plus question mark. Example, who stole the pen? By whom was the pen stolen? Question mark. Second, who plus helping verb plus object plus verb's third form plus rest of the sentence plus by and question mark. Who was the pen stolen by? Question mark. Whom did you suggest? Who was suggested by you? So here are some rules related to WH word to change them from active to passive voice. So let us move to some exercises. For this, our first step or our first exercise is to change the following sentences into passive voice. Some sentences are given in active and we will change them to the passive form. So our first sentence, first active voice, my mother gave me a dress. A dress was given to me by my mother. I was given a dress by my mother. The people elected him their leader. He was elected their leader, or he was elected their leader by them. He was elected their leader, or he was elected their leader by them, or he was elected leader by them. We will oblige me. He will oblige me. I shall be obliged to him. With preposition here, oblige to. The news alarmed his father. His father was alarmed at this news. I could attend the function. The function could be attended by me. Why does she help me? Sorry. When does she help me? When am I helped by him? When am I helped by her? Because she is given here, so her. Why does she help me? Sorry, when does she help me? When am I helped by her? Or why? If why is here, then why? Why am I helped by her? Why did you write a letter? Question mark. Why was a letter written by you? Question mark. Whom did you see there? Question mark. Who was seen there by you? So here are some sentences related to the exercise to change the active sentences into passive voice. Our next exercise is related to choose the correct passive form of verb. So some form of the verbs are given here, and our task is to complete the sentence by choosing correct passive form of the verbs given. First, today he dashed and admired all over the world. So some verbs are here. Is read, will be read, will read, was being reading. So the correct is read. Today he is read and admired all over the world. Second, I dash where to go, and the verb have not told, have not been told, was not told, were not told. And the correct is have not been told. So sentences, I have not been told where to go. Next step, stars dash during the day. Option, cannot see, cannot have seen, cannot be seen, cannot seen. And the correct option is cannot be seen. So the sentence, stars cannot be seen during the day. Next, people say that teachers dash by their student. People say that teachers dash by their students. And the options, is respected, were respected, could be respected, are respected. And the correct answer is are respected. So the sentence, people say that teachers are respected by their students. Next, English dash all over the world. And the options, will be spoken, is speak, was spoken. So some passive form of the verbs are given here, and the correct is spoken. So English is spoken all over the world. Here, today our voice topic ends here. Practice this voice rules as much as you can and read the rules well and go through the sentences whatever we discussed in this topic. Thanks a lot.